What is up, YouTube tool tubers of the world? My name is Brad. Welcome to the workbench, and we are going to look at screwdriver handles. That's right. Who's going to be the first one to go make a screwing joke in the comment section? I can place my bets. But anyways, we're going to look at the old classics to the truly weird and see which one I like the best. Before we even get started on this, we just got to ward off the trolls. These are not all of the screwdriver handle varieties. We are not going to be talking about the tips, only the handles. We'll save just the tip for a whole nother video. And I can only truly look at and judge what I have in front of me. But anyways, let's get right into it. Y'all all know that I'm a big collector of antique tools. You can find these screwdrivers a lot. They're usually going to have busted handles. You can see I put some wood filler in. But I just like this one, not because it's the most comfortable, but just because it looked cool. And some people really do still prefer these wooden handle screwdrivers. I know many people are still out there buying the Philos. I just got a lathe, so I'm going to take some of my cheaper screwdrivers with handles I don't like I have a set of these that aren't actually Craftsman, and I'm going to make my own wood handles and take the shanks out of those. But that's another video. But after that, I'd say the most classic handle that we've all known, we all love, is the old Craftsman, made in USA, acetate handle. Now this handle is just fine for the average Joe. They'll get the job done, but whenever you really need to put some torque on something, when you got a screw or something that is seized up, that is not wanting to come out, God, these just rip into your hands. And maybe I just got baby soft hands, who knows. But most of the time, instead of really using your hand when you got to put a lot of torque on this, you're going to combine it with the wrench, because it is a nice hexagon shape, and you're going to torque the shit out of it. Or you can even put it up here on the shaft if you happen to have a square shaft one. Probably a much better choice to go up here, because if you go down on the acetate handle, definitely a big chance of cracking it. So the acetate handle, it's reliable, it'll always be there. It's always going to have a place in the tool world, but it is definitely not the most comfortable. Next up, we got a couple varieties of the acetate with rubber overmold. These are the old Stanley demo drivers that they used to sell in Walmart. You got a flat and a Phillips for $6, I think. I bought two sets. I like them so much. I really like this big ass handle. I like the striking cap. This type of handle is definitely a good step above this. And as you can see, Klein has been using that type of technology for many, many years. The Kleins are great screwdrivers. Are they the best as far as handle design? No, I don't think so. They're completely round. They tend to roll. Kinda irritate you sometimes. Next up, we got the, I don't know if I could call these triangular, semi-triangular, rounded triangular. Now these I really do like. They feel good in the hand. They're a plastic with an overmolding. But these are great, great handles. This is a set of Milwaukee's I've already reviewed. I love them. I've used the hell out of them. Use them in an industrial setting as an electrician. And then the little gear wrenches. I don't know how I came upon this little stubby, but it's basically the same design as this. Feels good. I do like that they added more flat spots. They will still roll, but if you set them down right, they will stay where they need to stay. Now we also have the handle that many people love. I'm still out on, and I've used their bigger handle ones of this. I don't have any of my own. This was my only one that I had that I actually got from the company I worked for. But this is the Wera, whatever the hell you want to call it. And it's definitely got a unique design. Now this handle is smaller. It's what I use for terminal blocks, just a little tweaker. I definitely liked it on the smaller one because it does allow you to get more grip than most standard small flathead screwdrivers that you need on terminal blocks and things like that. They do make the bigger sizes. Many people rave about them. I'm iffy on these. I like them and then I don't. It just kind of depends on what day it is, I guess. So I'm not going to say these are bad, but they're not my favorite. Then we got the roll gear handle, which is kind of a cross between these two, I'd say. I do like this handle. It fits comfortably in the hand. You can definitely get some torque. It's got a nice material. Of course, you can see the white isn't going to stay white very long if you're anything like me. This is actually a ratcheting fixed blade screwdriver, which I love. The thing I hate about ratcheting screwdrivers is you always have to change the bits, so it gives you a very large shaft that you can't really get into all the tight places. Really like this design. Would love to have an entire set of them, but they're definitely not the cheapest. Now we come to my personal favorite, and Mr. Dan McKevitt sent me over a set of these Tecton screwdrivers. This has been by far my favorite screwdriver handle. It is very odd, and I couldn't make up my mind about them. So he sent me over a set to try, just a Phillips and a flat. But I'm telling you, these look weird, but the way they fit your hand is amazing. And not only do they fit your hand this way well, when you really got to get some torque on something, they fit your hand perfectly in the actual reverse position. And the fact that this has a soft overmold over the entire handle, there's nothing that's going to dig in, because you know when you really torque down, you get the little skin folds going on. But we all just kind of grin and bear it. We fight through it. No longer is that needed, because this kind of fits your hand perfectly. Best screwdriver handle on the market, in my opinion. And then we have the truly odd ones. Now this looks very weird, and let's be honest, it looks like an adult toy. My uncle sent me this from Japan. I want to guess that it's Vessel, but I'm sure Doug will correct me if I'm wrong. But man, this actually isn't bad. And again, it's kind of like the Tecton. It fits you well in both positions. It's just a little odd for me, and I just haven't quite gotten over it yet. I don't think I've used this enough to really say that I love it, but I'm not saying it's bad. It's very different looking. It's gonna roll everywhere, but from everything I've heard, this is a great screwdriver. I almost forgot to mention that I'm making my own screwdriver handles now. So this is just a bit driver. I also make a 6-in-1. So if you're interested in a wood handled screwdriver, I'm gonna be batching out some and possibly selling them soon. I'll probably post it more on my Instagram. Maybe I'll make a video on it. But if you're interested, if you want a holiday gift, hit me up. And I already have about 10 batched out. If you head over to my Instagram and go down a few posts, you'll see some of the ones I've already made. And this is the design I truly prefer. Big, bulky, fits in the hand, massive amount of torque. If you want one of these, hit me up. So there we go. We looked at everything I got. Again, this is not an end-all be-all. If you got a screwdriver you like more, just the handle portion is what we're talking about here. We're saving the tips for later. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what it is. This isn't all the screwdrivers I've ever had. This is the ones I could find right now. I've tried the Quins. I've had reviews of that. Their handle's okay. I just don't like the actual screwdriver side of it. But again, these are only my opinions. Take them for what they're worth. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. That's what makes America great, right? America, fuck yeah! Anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down there, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace! And then we also have the massive 26-inch long, half-inch flathead. I don't know if I'll ever really use this or not. Probably going to be a pry bar. It was at my local store. Probably just as a gimmick type thing. But for $7, my daughter fell in love with it. I fell in love with it. What is up, YouTube tool tubers of the world? My name is Brad, and I got shaky ass hands.